Okay, hello and welcome to our 100 days video on a mod pack that I have not played in a very long time. This is the OG RLCraft, which typically you'd have to start in a very different way. Also, it seems as though our audio's a little bit bugged, but as you can see, we can not make the normal things that you'd be able to make in normal Minecraft. So, this village that we spawned pretty much right next to, I spawned actually in the water, so I didn't spawn at the village, but I spawned close by. Unfortunately, we will not be able to... Wait, can I use a crafting table for that? No, I cannot. But can I even pick up a crafting table with that? I can. That's big, actually. That's really big because we're gonna have to do some other different things in order to start getting everything for this. Although first I should probably get the audio sorted out. Now, while we load up, most of the people will likely know what RLCraft, or not RLCraft, what RLCraft is, but if you do not know, essentially RLCraft is as close to real-life Minecraft as could really be made, and it's incredibly difficult, incredibly challenging, but overall, it's a very interesting mod pack because what it allows us to do is it allows us to go from essentially absolutely nothing, which is where we are now, day 0 of course, to, well, getting a ton of crazy stuff in some very interesting ways. Unfortunately, it does look like the main chest is locked here. I don't really think there's a whole ton else we can really do. I can't even get ourselves the crops because we don't have the levels for it. Unfortunately, in order to get the levels for it, we're gonna have to start off with the normal RLCraft thing, which is going to be actually collecting ourselves some gravel, specifically to get flint, which would be honestly a little interesting because we need gravel, we need flint, and the reason why we need flint, by the way, you do not pick up things normally in RLCraft, you actually have to grab them or crouch by them, which is great. It's incredibly fun. Also, we're also going to collect rocks, because rocks are actually a better way to get stone earlier on. Also, that's a dragon, and if it spots us, we will instantly die, so we're going to stay a little bit away from that. And what I'm also going to need to do is expose some rock, because I need to get the next thing, or getting to actual tools, which is going to be getting some flint shards. And what we're going to do with the flint shards is we're going to combine them. Do you want to see more of my videos? If so, or want to see them early, make sure to become a YouTube member or go to the link in the description and support me on Patreon, and you can have access to the world files for the series that I make and a bunch of other stuff that I'm going to be posting randomly on there depending on the tier and everything. So make sure to do that if you want to support me. This is the best way possible, and I really appreciate it, so thank you very much. With a stick, which you can get from leaves, and now we are going to collect ourselves up some handy dandy plant fiber. Of course, we're probably going to get some seeds along the way, and the main thing is that we just want... That's not good. So that is a very specific thing that is called a spriggan, and it's currently hitting me. Unfortunately, it's hitting me in a very sensitive spot of my body, which is called my head, which unfortunately means that I'm likely to pass away because of the poison and everything else. But I may be able to kind of cheese this guy thanks to the way that trees are situated. I should be able to... Never mind, he can hit me through the tree, which is great. That's real great, because I, unfortunately, will not be able to respawn back where we're at, and that's why RLCraft, or RLCraft, it's not RLCraft. RLCraft would be better than this. But I gotta avoid that guy. Okay, so, typically, these guys spawn when you're breaking stuff. Unfortunately, he spawned, and that's not fun. It's super, super not great, unfortunately. So, we're gonna try and make a flint hatchet. And I don't know if that's going to help us take this guy out, but hopefully we can avoid taking some poison to our noggin. We got him. Okay, so we got him. What we're going to try and do is we got to get the tree down. Hopefully not another one will spawn, because there's a chance that they spawn when we cut down a tree, which would be just great for me right now. I'd be so happy. We did get some sticks and stuff. Unfortunately, as I showed before, you can't craft stuff directly. You have to actually take this, and in a crafting table, I think you can't. Nope, still can't. We also got a legendary flint hatchet, which is kind of amazing. But what you have to do is you have to actually take the wood, put it on the ground, and then you click on the top face of it with a axe until it turns into some handy dandy, beautiful little things known as plankies. And so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to turn all of our wood into planks just so that we can, you know, start making ourselves... Actually, I should probably make myself a little dirt house first, just so that we don't end up, just immediately disappearing on our first night. Also, gotta make sure that we don't go towards that dragon, so... we do have, actually, we have the stuff for 1 cobble, which means that I could make a stone shovel, which I definitely will do, because that will help us a lot with getting dirt, which is big, because then we'll be able to make ourselves just a little dirt hut, or at least our first night. Thankfully, we did get a bed from that, and also cows, they don't specifically like it, and sometimes they will hit you as well, they hit back, so we are going to be just a little bit careful with those guys, but of course... For the most part, we're just going to make ourselves just a little nice house out of dirt, because I'm terrified of anything else. Because everything else might kill us, because this is RLCraft. So, that's one thing that I would be very, very careful about in RLCraft, is just everything will want to absolutely annihilate you, and for the most part, there's no way around that. One thing that we can do, or that we have to do rather, is upgrade our skills in order to actually be able to utilize some stuff. So we're going to upgrade our farming to level 2 so that we can start, hopefully, relatively soon, being able to utilize seeds, because seeds and harvesting stuff will actually give us XP, which we need in order to continue to level things up. So that's, of course, going to be very important, as well as just making sure that we don't immediately just deconstruct ourselves through the process of dragons and also normal mobs doing and one-shotting us, because we don't have any armor, and our I mean, there's different health stuff, as you could see probably when we took some damage. Give me 1 second. So if I hit H here, welcome to first aid. This mod explains different mechanics. It's your health's been replaced by this, so essentially your health is depending on your body parts, and if your head or your body gets to 0, then you die. And we almost did that pretty much off rip, unfortunately, which would have been really, really bad, but we were able to get through it, so I'm very happy about that. But again, it was very, very close, so very upset about that. Also, trying to figure out... I'm thinking that at this point, for me to be able to have a light source, I may have to go back down to that village and see what stuff they have. Also, can I make a door like normal, please? Thank God, doors are normal. Make doors. I'm so happy about. Honestly, anything that we can do is better than nothing, because holy, this is going to be absolutely terrible and terrifying, and this is going to kind of suck, but we're going to try and make it through. So this is our beautiful day 1, and you know what? It's not the end of the world. It's not the end. I'm happy. We accomplished at least some stuff day 1, so not disappointed. I am going to take out this cow, though, because we do... need leather for some stuff, namely being a canteen. Also, that broke my hatchet, which is great. So, I have to make another hatchet for some more wood. Or I can go and try and get as many as I possibly can. Also, we're so slow. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever. Thankfully, though, we can just kind of yoink the blaze lanterns. Because seemingly they do not have any kind of requirements for me grabbing them, which is great. Very happy about that. I'm also gonna grab. We're gonna spice up. We're gonna spice up our living space with some flowers. I do think that's a good idea. It's gonna look nice. It's not gonna be the end of the world. We can also come back down here and we can get our enchantment tables, which is gonna be huge. I know that usually you wouldn't have coordinates or anything else, but I do have some things added, like the day counter. We also have the mini-map, which I know is a little bit cheaty, depending on how people feel, but I feel like having a mini-map in this for the content is definitely more worth it. So what we're gonna do, you are going to be Blaze Lantern, you're gonna be a Blaze Lantern. We're also gonna sleep because the mobs are terrifying. So we're just not gonna mess with anything right now. And I may have to go down and grab some more Blaze Lanterns for the future. But we at least have this stuff now. Can I make a chest like normal? Thankfully we can, which is beautiful. And I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start, I'm gonna make another hatchet. Oh yeah, I need the fibers first. So we need plant string, which is good, and then we plant string, stick, flint shard. That's how we get a hatchet. This stuff is gonna go in here for now. I'm gonna keep. I think we'll keep most. Actually no, we won't do that. What I do want to do though is make ourselves a handy dandy couple bandages, just so that we don't kind of just explode, because that would suck. And I'm gonna save the blaze lanterns just so that we can hopefully. That's terrible. That hatchet's bad, but we're just going out to get some trees. You know, it's all good. It's our day 2 tree search, or day 1, I guess, because day 0 is day 0, so it doesn't really count. But you know, it is what it is. Regardless. Let's get you. Always make sure that you are staying away from the falling tree because it will just absolutely annihilate you. And I've found this out the wrong way in my own older RLCraft stuff because I played this when it came out, which was one of the most annoying things that I ever did. And I don't think I even posted it the first time that I played it because I was very upset. And you know what? That's dragon. So we're gonna try. I don't think we're gonna continue going this direction. I think we're going to. We did get an acorn, which is what you need in order to get more trees. But we're gonna go. We're gonna grab this tree, and I think from now on we're just gonna go more to the west and this, like the southwest, because the northeast is where dragon is, and if we get that dragon aggroed. Our home and our bed and our everything is definitely screwed, so I think I'd better not go over. Okay, we did get 12 rocks, which we can combine to make some cobble, which is big. So I think I'll get one more tree, and then we'll make a pickaxe, and then we'll go mining a bit. But it's gonna take a little bit for me to actually be able to get stuff, unfortunately, which really sucks because I would love to just be able to casually run around, but I need XP first so that I can level up stuff, so I can unlock stuff, specifically like seeds, so that we can actually fully go through the process of getting, you know, the best form of safe levels. Anywho, it does look like we're gonna get a bunch of this stuff. We also need to drink, which is what that, like, hydration meter thing is. So, for to drink, we got 12 plant string, which is big. And I guess we'll go up this way, just because we can, you know, grab some mushrooms, I guess. And potentially we can find some other stuff over here, although I don't specifically know what I'm even looking for. Doesn't look like there's much, so maybe we just kind of hop our way up. And it did look like there was like a mountain goat or something. There's like a yak over there. But doesn't look like there's a whole ton over here. Just fine, because I'm kind of glad. Yeah, there's a... What are you? What are you even? A Yale. Okay. You drop wool. Raw Yale meat. Okay. Try not to break my toes. Gotta be very careful not to break my toes, because breaking my toes would be absolutely horrendous, and then I'd be slow again. That would just suck. But it's fine, I guess. Can I throw a rock? I cannot throw a rock. What the heck is that? Looks dangerous. I'm not gonna go over there. Let's just deposit all this stuff in here. We can get you. We can get you, which will give us a beautiful handy dandy pickaxe, which we can finally start actually using. Holy sneeze, I just sneezed so hard. Anyway, I think it's about time that we start mining. So probably should get some bread, some apples. Of course, I'm not doing this in hardcore because I find that RLCraft, the getting your stuff back after you die is actually harder than, like, it just makes it better to have that whole, like, system. You know, that's what I'm saying, essentially. It's just better, it's better this way, where we just have to deal with and try and chase and get our stuff back when we lose everything, because it will happen. And I'm not looking forward to it, but I know it will happen. Coal is big, though. Coal is actually kind of massive, because what we can do is we can start leveling up our mining, because I think we need higher levels of mining to even mine iron, which is going to be just fantastic, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm so looking forward to having to get better stuff to mine anything. As well as torches burn out unless you use glowstone. So coal is just going to be used as a fuel for cooking stuff, like bread, because you need to cook bread. Because RLCraft, it's great. Yeah, it's fantabulous tasticals. I love it. Honestly, RLCraft's really cool. There's just some things that are a little bit annoying with it, and I'm kind of happy that it has those things, but also just, bruh. You know, you guys know what I mean. You've played this mod pack, but we're just gonna keep mining until we get, I mean, hopefully if we find some iron or something, I think we can level up mining again. And that's gonna be big, but overall it's just gonna take us a little bit. So that's what I'm gonna do for the next little bit, is just mine. Hopefully we get some stuff. I'm gonna go back and grab the rest of the blaze lamp things so that we can have some light down here. What the devil? What the? It's a crake. Ow! Ow! You hurt. You're not chill, bro. You're not. Ow! 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 That hurts. Cease your behavior. What the heck was that guy's problem? Anyway, let's heal up a little bit. And we'll heal our leg as well. Ow, that guy hit hard too. That was not fun. Why would you do this to me? That's just not chill at all. Like, bro, come on now. Why would you do this? Anyway, we now need to go get the blaze lamps and other stuff, but that was really painful. Maybe I make a sword. Let's just make a sword. I don't want to go around anywhere else without. I'll make a sword and an axe. Because axes and swords are both very good, and we need some form of weaponry. Please give me something good. Default, you know, not the end of the world. What about axe? Yeah, honestly, not the end of the world. Anyway, let's just go and let's get those lamps. Ooh, wait, and while we're down here, we can even start harvesting the wheat and the seeds and stuff, and we can use that. So that's actually kind of big. Wait, and we don't even need to make the like farmland or anything. We can just use the. Oh, it's not light enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, we are grabbing all of the lights, but at least we know we can make it brighter here, which is big. What? Is there anything in this chest? Ender pearls and iron spears, but I need higher attack levels for that. But at least we can grab all of these beautiful blaze lanterns, because now we have 18. We're gonna get even more though, which is gonna be huge. And then we'll be able to go and do a little bit more. Although, I don't know how often I'm going to be checking in with this. I'm also thinking I'm going to grab these furnaces, because I don't want to use my cobble for that. Because even cobble is like a limited resource. Because we do need to actually, you know, harvest and pick it all up. So, I'll grab the chests too. But then all we gotta do is just keep mining, keep going on. Honestly, we're just gonna have to see where we can get. Well, dang, we seem to have been underwater too long, because we have hypothermia. And, of course, some mobs spawned, which is great, because it just means that I'm now going to pass away. Because now I cannot swim anymore. Which means that the closer that I get towards the... Okay, we've found a Jengu. We're gonna drown in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're not drowning. Ow. The Lysodon? Leave me alone, Lysodon. We got a river fish from that, which is cool. But we're definitely gonna die to hyperthermia, which is great because I'm not even gonna make it to... Yep, we almost made it back, which is great. Because it does mean that I get to sleep, because we do have our bed, but... That's really unfortunate, because we got so close, too. And our stuff spews everywhere, so we don't even get to, like, get all of our stuff back, which is great. As well as it damages all of our stuff, which is great. And mobs don't despawn very well. So, now we just have to deal with whatever is happening. Like this Jengu. There's 2 Jengus now. They're essentially just water demons, and there's also whatever these guys are. Ow, Jengu, cease attacking my forehead, please. Ow. That's not very chill. See, these guys they're just bullies. And now it's gonna take me forever to get my stuff back. Because these guys are gonna not stop yep, see? And now I'm just gonna have to do this for the next 10. Or I can just, you know, wait inside until they come to my door, and then I can just go, hello, goodbye, hello, hello. Hello. Goodbye. Where did the other guy go? Where did your friend go? Where did your friend despawn? Where has he gone? Skyless. Skyless does not look chill. Dude looks like a Dementor's nightmare. What the hell are you guys? Where did the rest of my stuff go? Did y'all eat it? Y'all really ate the rest of my stuff, didn't you? Like, at least I still have the blaze lanterns, but these guys suck. Are you gonna at least, like, come back so I can hit you again? Thankfully. These guys are stupid, so we can definitely get them, but it does look like the rest of my stuff just went bye-bye, so that's great. It does look like there's, like, a dungeon down there, so maybe we can check that out in a second or in a bit. But I don't fully know. Actually, we'll probably check out that, but... Ow! What the heck? What the heck are you doing? Sucking me off? What the heck is this guy? This guy just grab you and draw you underground or underwater until you drown? Is that what they do? Just drops ink sacs, so you're kind of useless, but I'm just gonna leave you alone. I don't need you here. All I need is, we got the wood, we got the other stuff too, so we got furnace, we got coal, so we'll pop you guys here. It is quite cold, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to try and find a way to heat up, I guess. But at least what we can do is we can start, you know, just kind of getting ourselves some wood. I think this should be enough wood, for now at least. And then we'll just go mining some more, because, I mean, I think we're pretty decent on... Yeah, we got sticks, we got cobble. Let's just make ourselves pickaxe, and I guess we'll just go mining for a bit. What do I need for bread? Can I not? Okay, I can make bread. That's good. I guess bread will be our food as of right now. So, you know what? Fair enough. And now we just gotta go mining, and then we'll do an adventure some other day. Ooh, we just hit level 5, which does mean we can unlock a specification. So I'm gonna start with getting combat specification. And now we have XP, so we can put XP into getting stuff faster and doing other stuff, which of course I'm going to go into stone cutting, so we can go even speedier for mining, which is great. And we find our first iron right down here, which is beautiful as well, although we are not at a level high enough to... I don't even think we can mine it. Yep, I need mining 4. So, we're just gonna have to keep mining until we get mining 4, which is great, because hopefully that's not a ton more coal, but it definitely might be more coal. Also, it looks like we found whatever dungeon thing, which could be helpful for getting XP as well. But it could also just be the absolute destruction of me and everything else that we have. So, you know what? Let's go for it. Whatever. It is what it is. It's fine. We only have 60 blaze lanterns. It's all good. It's not the end of the world. Oh, that's a skeleton. I don't want to deal with a skeleton right now. Hello, spider. Ow. What the... I got one shot by a cave spider? I'm lagging, guys. I'm lagging so hard. What the heck just happened to me? Aha, we got revenge. We got revenge on him, and we got, I think, most of our stuff back. Blaze lanterns, make sure to pick those guys up, because they're very important. Can I hit the skeleton? Hey. Ow. Perfect. We got him. And then we get the cave spider. I gotta, ow. You suck. Ow. That guy is a rare boss, which is great, because that means that we're definitely not good enough to tangle with him yet. So what I think I'm gonna have to do, I have to go, like, sneaky beaky like. We just get this guy all the way around. We just mine away the spawner. So the spawner breaks like that, and then we get you out of here, I mean, I'll take that, but I don't know where the boss dude went. Did he run away? Or is he like, he's right behind me. That is honestly kind of terrifying. So what I think we're gonna do is I think we're gonna block off whatever that side is. We're gonna block that off too. We're gonna blaze lantern that up. And it looks like got some bandages. I don't have enough magic for bandages. I don't know how to bandage myself up because I don't have enough magic. Okay, that's great. Now we just gotta keep going down. Ow, I'm so hurt. Maybe we block that off too, and I go get a sword to remove some cobwebs, because that's gonna be a pain. Although we hit level 4 in mining, so it does mean we can end up actually mining ourselves. We can get to level 5, so we can finally get the iron ore as well. We're gonna grab that too. And then we'll be able to go exploring a little bit more, maybe. Although I think I need level 8 for equipping any iron stuff. So maybe not yet. But we'll be there eventually. It's just going to take forever. It's only going to take 8 years. It's all good. It's all great. See, you guys don't even know. There are mobs that could spawn from the iron ore while I'm mining it that would just absolutely annihilate me, and that'd be so fun. Well, at least we can sleep and hopefully heal a little bit, which is great, because, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a pain. But it's all good. We get big healing from the bed, and I'm currently working on making a little bit of a, farming area to the side. We did smelt up the iron. I do think that we can make a bucket, which is big. I do think we can use a bucket, which is massive. It's actually kind of insane that we can use a bucket. Because that means we can come down here, we can grab water, and we can put water right here. Or rather, let's grab the dirt, and then we'll start making a full farming plot. So 4 in, right here would be where the water goes. So the water will go there. I have to get all this stuff cleared out of the way, and we'll just make a completely indoor lot of farming so that we can be completely safe from all of the crazy mobs that were trying to just kill us and trying to get rid of us. We're just gonna go absolutely crazy with it. That's all we're gonna do. That's all I'm gonna do. It's all just gonna be chill. I'm not gonna remove the top layer of dirt because we're just gonna save that as like the roof because it gives us protection. I'm not gonna care. It's all good. We're just chilling, having a good time, just trying to stay safe from all the things that are terrifying. And for all the crops to grow in every season, I do need greenhouse glass, which is going to be cactus, and blue dye, which is going to be essentially just lapis. So we're gonna have to get a bunch of lapis, which is great. But it shouldn't be too difficult, because there are things that'll give us lapis as well, which is fine. But I'm just terrified of anything and everything, because everything will just obliterate us. It's just great. It's so fantastic. You love it. See, this is why RLCraft is just great, but also awful for people's mental health. Because RLCraft, it sucks in the most fantastical of ways. Anyway, let's just get this plot of land fully taken care of. Okay, well, we've got a little bit of an area now that we can start growing our crops in, which is great. Although I don't know how long it's going to take to grow, because I don't even know what season it is. But, it's all good. It's not the end of the world. Do I have any more seeds? I don't think so. Yep, that's all the seeds that we have. So that's perfect. Great. And now, I guess, we'll just get back to mining for now while those seeds grow. We'll just kind of go through with that. I don't know what much else we can really do for now, though. Other than maybe getting ourselves leveled up for some other stuff too. I think defense is definitely something we should upgrade so that we can wear iron armor. Because if I look, a helmet would be big, but we need 8. We need 8 defense for that. So we just gotta keep going. That's all we gotta do. Well, that's a little scary. There's a name tag floating over there. What is it? Variant Chupacabra. Verdant Chupacabra. I can barely read that. But I think that our best decision is to not go that direction. And instead, I think we're gonna go this way. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna follow these pathways because they're a little scary. They're a little dangerous. I think instead I'm just gonna go strip mining until we can get diamond stuff. Is it RLCraft a little bit terrifying? I'm gonna be real. I'm a little scared. So we're gonna play it safe. At least for right now. We'll definitely explore it a little bit later though, when I have actual armor. Other than just being completely in the nude, because this is kind of terrifying. Okay, well, it's the morning of day 10, decided to check in. I do think I kind of want to go on a little bit of an adventure today, so not gonna fight the dragon just yet. We're gonna try and get away from him as quick as we can by just going down here. And I know we did end up finding our way into this kind of area through that other passage through a mine, but we're gonna try and just come down here, not through that method. And I did add a vein miner because I was getting a little bit annoyed with how long it was taking to mine certain things. So that's just a thing that we've added now. We've also leveled up quite a bit, and we can use iron tools. How did you spawn? Ow. Ow. We got a Beezor. That's actually huge, because we now have immunity to poison, which is kind of big. That's most of what we have to deal with these guys down here. But, unfortunately, it's very dark. There we go. That should be a little bit better for the recording, but fortunately it doesn't mean that I can see much better. Is there a little gap in there? No. Okay, nothing in there really. But at least we can kind of start getting through this. I don't have a sword, so I can't, get out of cobwebs, but I should probably break the vines, because they're kind of stopping me from doing anything super great. And unfortunately, it is quite dark down here, and it looks like I can't really get through without getting rid of all these cobwebs, or at least trying to find a way around some of this stuff. But what we really want down here is we want some of the artifacts and relics that you can only really find from chests in these kinds of structures, so it does look like that was just a circle thing. But we did find a chest, and golden sword, a book, cool, found some coal, some cobwebs, which cobwebs are gonna be nice for, like, string and stuff, but, okay. Another chest with some bones. I want to level up magic to 8 so that we can use our heart canister. I also gotta be a little bit careful because we're running out of health for our head as of right now. I gotta be a little bit careful because we are currently a little bit fragile. We are much fragile. So I do think I'm just gonna go over here a little bit carefully. We can see what we can find over here. But honestly, the structure's a little creepy, and I can't see very well. Hopefully it looks a lot better for you guys in the recording, but as of right now, everything looks pretty pitch black to me. Because I am boosting recording in the way that it's recording it. Hopefully working. But it doesn't look like there's a whole ton down here. Fortunately, we did kind of break through that. Maybe there's something else, but if we find something else... Oh! Well, we're back to our mine thing, which is nice. So I guess if I need to get out, we can use that, but... I do think for now, getting around and hopefully finding another chest or two would be pretty big. I don't know exactly where I'm going. Maybe we'll find something, maybe we won't. Who knows? Ooh, there's another spawner back here. So I guess we can take out some spiders. And we can potentially... I do think there are different rarities and rolls you can get on the Beezors and stuff. And I also know that I can break this and get some good stuff from it. So we'll definitely do that. Did I get another Beezor? I did. This one has 3% projectile damage. This one has extra 4% attack damage and extra speed, which is pretty big. So it's speedy and different in a weird way. It looks like there's another spawner down there. Fortunately, I can't break anything, and I'm about to pass away from just not having... What did I just do? That hurt. Okay, well, let's just get out of here real quick, so that we can heal up and hopefully not just pass away. And then we can go take care of some other stuff. Because we did get quite a bit of levels, actually. So we can get... It's level 7 in magic. Now we gotta go up and heal. Which I think I have some bandages. But we can also... I'll make a sword for the cobwebs. And then we'll go continuing. But overall, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. It's pretty neat. Does look like I have a bandage, which I can use because we have magic level 6, which is great. Because these bandages heal a ton more than anything else. Although I don't remember how to make them. I need healing salves or aloe vera, which aloe vera I need to find. Which is great, because that's going to be a whole nother pain. But you know what? At least we have one more use of that. We can take care of that. We got some redstone, bones, some dirt, cobblestone, cobwebs, an extra bezoar just in case we want to use that for something. I don't know what I would use it for, but we have it, so I could use it for something. I guess I'll just keep checking this place out, even though it's incredibly creepy and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll just be nice and careful, just walking around. It looks like there's another spawner down here. We'll go for that. Hey! Where the heck did you come from? The heck is that? Okay, well, whatever. Oh, there's like a cave in here. It's pitch black, you're likely to be eaten by something. That's great to see. You love to see it's pitch black, you're likely to be eaten by something. I need a little bit more XP. Level 8, perfect. We have level 8 magic, which means we can get an extra... I need 1 XP level to use this, bruh. Of course I do. It's always, you need more XP this, you need more XP that, you need more XP to XP the XP-ness, so that you can... Oh, you hear sounds from the darkness itself, return to the light. That means that something's about... there's a spider hiding in the friggin' darkness, of course. And we have a level, so we can get that with heart container, we grab a bandage, we heal a little bit, and then I think I'm just gonna keep running, because I don't really want to have to deal with this. Sound seems to have stopped, at least for now. Cool, that's absolutely terrifying. I think it added health to our head, which means that it's harder for us to get one shot by, like, a headshot, which is big. But other than that, I don't know exactly. I still don't have, like, water filters, although I think I could make some. I think the water filters are just, like, paper and coal. I think. Are they not? I need goo packs, but I need other stuff too. Charcoal filters. I need charcoal, which is wood. I think we take wood and we put it in the oven, and then we get charcoal. Also, I have a ton of iron because I went mining. I also found 3 diamonds, which is really cool. But I also found a bunch of emeralds, which I don't even know if I can use. We can get luck arrows, we can get an emerald ring or an emerald amulet, but I can also make a disenchantment table. But I need golden bookworm scales, which I need to find in defiled lands, which is great. But what I can at least make is we can make an emerald necklace, right? We can make an emerald ring and an emerald necklace, so that we can at least find some extra bauble things. Thankfully, they both look pretty good. Extra jump height and extra speed, extra mana regen. I don't know what that's used for. But what is the at that's nature's compass. Rescalable? What's the thing called? At I don't even remember. Quality tools. Okay, I need a reforging station, which means I need obsidian, which means I need cauldron. I need bottles of lava. I need a cauldron and I need lava. Or I could just get a diamond pickaxe, which is probably the way that I should do this. But anyway, we can just plop that guy on there real quick. We got our bezoar, of course. Beautiful, handy dandy bezoar. And now we can get ourselves some charcoal filters too, so we can have some good old-fashioned beautiful filtered water that is not going to give us some poison, which is great. What is the upgraded water canteen thing gonna cost me? Iron? Oh, just iron. Okay, well, I guess I just potentially wasted my stuff. But that's fine, because we can just get more. Thankfully, iron is incredibly cheap and water is everywhere. And I do need to get some sleep so that we can at least heal up a little bit. But honestly, everything's looking pretty good. Day 10, day 11, you know, we're making some progress. I do have a bit of a farm in here, so we can harvest everything that I guess everything in general with the vein mining. I did add just the things that I've added are just quality of life stuff, because I mean no one really wants to watch me mine or harvest stuff for 20 minutes, so I just added some stuff for that. But overall, it's some pretty cool stuff. This mod pack is just so interesting and cool, and a lot of the things in it are pretty tedious, so anything to make it a little bit less tedious and better for you guys' viewing pleasure is, of course, incredibly helpful. But I do think that till we are ready to fight a dragon or do some other stuff, which most of that's just going to be leveling up stuff, that's going to take a while to level up everything. But once I'm done with that, we're going to go a little bit crazy, I must say. So stay tuned for that, and we'll probably check in day 15, day 20. Maybe we go check that out first though, before I stop recording for the next 5 days in game, because I don't know. I'm just so I've been so locked in that it's kind of insane. But I guess we'll just go over here. Fine. Who even are you? You're just glow. Wait, this is just a defiled lands. Wait, this is what I needed. Where I needed to get the bookworm dudes from. Did we get any bookworm? That's another dragon. Please don't notice me. Of course, the one battle tower that I find is by the defiled lands and a dragon. Thankfully, there's a break over there that we can get, and having extra reach with this halberd, the reach is incredibly strong. So I would highly recommend. The two weapons that I would recommend are the saber, at least early game, are the saber and the halberd, because the extra reach is incredibly helpful. Also, please don't notice me. I know I have a little bit extra stealth, but please, I'm terrified of you. And I guess honestly, we're pretty good on most things, so I might make a sleeping bag. We'll go on a little bit of an adventure. Why don't we? No. We'll just do this. Screw it. We're gonna go for it. It's gonna be interesting. We're just gonna see how it goes. We got a white sleeping bag. Rest of the stuff will all get checked in here. We got a bunch of food, so we're good for now. And we'll just go. We also have a backpack, which is huge. So if we need to store some extra stuff, we can do that too. But for now, at least, what the heck are you? You are a kobold. Okay, we got some raw rabbit from you. Kobolds, by the way, they steal stuff. So I'm gonna try and make sure that we don't let them live, because they will start taking stuff from our chests. I think. I'm a little concerned, but I do need to hopefully find like a battle tower or something. And hopefully there's one in this direction without me running into another dragon, because that would be sucky. Really sucky, actually. What's cool is we did find some aerosaurs, which I could befriend, but they also have really good meat, so for now, at least, until we find like a shiny one, or we do some other stuff, I do think I'm gonna need to grab that aerosaur meat, unfortunately. And I am sorry about this, but you guys, just if your meat wasn't so tasty, like, look, it just looks so good. There's wolves over here too. Thankfully, the wolves seem relatively chill, so they're not gonna attack me. But maybe we can find ourselves some other stuff. I mean, who knows? We're really looking for is like a battle tower. I might be seeing one on the mini-map, but I can't be certain. It was. Okay, so there's a one right there. This is... So we found a tier 5 dragon. We're gonna mark it real quick, because we are not ready for even a tier 3 dragon, which is the lowest tier of dragon that we'll see flying around. Hello, Reaper. Goodbye, Reaper. I'm not a fan of you. You're not really chill. You're trying to attack me and stuff just for me trying to eliminate some dudes, so I'm not a fan. What I am a fan of, though, is going for some shield proficiency after we get ourselves other stuff taken care of. I gotta eat first. And honestly, finding a tier 5 dragon is quite rare. Thankfully, that one is close to the surface. And unfortunately, this dungeon seems to have a little bit of a suboptimal mob organization for the bottom floor, because skeletons are actually quite a big pain, to be perfectly honest. And yes, we get a bunch of XP for this, but what's more important is not taking as much damage as we possibly can. And the reason for that is because every piece of damage we take is something that we're not going to be able to heal until we sleep through the night, and that is something that is going to take a little bit. But getting a ton of wool is big, getting torches is massive as well, so I'm actually quite happy about that. I'll take getting some cobble too, because cobble is just tedious. But what I am going to do is combat. We get shield proficiency unlocked, which means next we'll be able to... That guy's Speedy Gonzalez over here, okay. And, by what was I talking about? I was talking about how the reason why we go fast, so Heartless is big, but essentially we just gotta be a little careful, we just gotta be safe about this, because all these guys, thankfully, these spiders and such, can't really do too much to us. But everyone else, we're just gonna get for the XP. Also, skeletons are actually quite scary, because they can hit us quite hard. So, always gotta be careful around the skeletons. Of course, spiders. Just we can be careful. We don't have to be too careful. You know, that's all I'm really saying. Also, heart crystal shards, absolutely massive if we get them from mobs, because it's just another thing that we don't have to get in the future from other stuff, but that's a lot of zombies, that's a lot of mobs, so... Okay. This is going to be a little bit of a thing, because thankfully, these guys will be despawning, or the spawners will be breaking while we do this. The main issue being, oh, actually thankfully there is a nymph outside, so it will heal us with some passive regen, which is big. It's also getting to be quite late, so I do want to be a little bit careful when it comes down to it, just to make sure that we have inventory space. I'm gonna put a torch down so that we have our space lit up for the night, because it is dangerous out here. And I'll chuck the redstone in there too. I'll keep some meat in our hotbar, and honestly, not bad whatsoever. What I will do, we're gonna get levels in iron skin to reduce overall damage, because that's gonna be big. And then we're gonna sleep through the night, and then we're gonna keep doing that until we just keep getting levels and keep going crazy. And that's just how amazing this is. Now, this guy is actually quite dangerous because he is a special mob, a special skeleton, which will drop us, actually dropped us quite a bit of good stuff, which I'm very happy about. Dropped us some glowing ingots, which are a tier 2 crafting material, which essentially means that it's very good. The big issue with it is that we don't have a ton of stuff that we can actually use with it to actually make any of the tier 2 gear pieces, which would be really big, just because, I mean, we're not to that level yet, really. But at least we should be able to kind of go a little bit slow and just keep getting some XP, keep getting cave spiders taken out, and just keep leveling up, which is great. Level 12, what's the next level of iron skin gonna cost us? 23 levels, okay. And of course I fell down, which is great. Smart on me. Anyway. So we just gotta farm up 23 levels, and then we'll be able to do that. Which sounds a little crazy, but this is Battle Tower. We'll be able to do that, honestly, not super difficult. Just thanks to the insane amounts. Okay, this guy is also a special mob, so that's great. Got him actually taken out really quick. He dropped us a silver chestplate blast protection 3. Great, you're actually kind of garbage, so it's fine. Ow! That guy almost one-shot us, which is why having armor is so important, because that guy reduced our head's health very, very low, very, very quick, which could have been very bad. So, very happy we're able to not have to worry about that. But, fortunately, we are going to need to bandage up a little bit. And we are also... Okay, we fully looted this. That guy had something to say to me. That guy was being a old dinglebutt. These guys are all trying to 360 no-scope me, and it's really annoying, because I'm just trying to heal in a corner so that I don't instantly explode from my freaking nose. My noggin is in pain. Okay. Heal up our arm a little bit. We're fine now. Do need a little more heals. I did need a skeleton skull, though, for something. So, that's actually big. What we'll do is we'll try and just sneak by and get them to fight each other as much as we possibly can. Because getting them to fight each other is actually kind of massive. Because then we don't have to actually fight them. We can just come in for the finishing blows. Just like that. Then we can grab whatever's in here. Glass is big. I'll definitely take feathers for extra arrows. I only really need one bow. That bow's got probably the best durability out of everything else. We're already level 20, which is big. But it is going to take us a little bit longer to get to an adequate level, because we need 23 for the next level, I think. And then we also need to max out all the other levels, and our halberd is getting incredibly low durability, so I'm gonna have to resort to using my stone axe in a second. Ow, why are you down here? There we go. Got you taken care of. Level 21. Okay, our head is in danger. So we just gotta be very, very careful about our health, because we almost we almost sold that so hard. That could have been real bad. I don't think I have enough iron on me to make a new iron weapon. So, fortunately, we're gonna have to rock it with a stone axe. Isn't too big of a deal. Stone axe still does relatively big damage, which is nice. But we are going to be a little bit careful, because we don't have the same damage numbers as we did before. But there are a bunch of mobs over here that we can aggro, and then just come to and tease a little bit over here. Come on, come on. Ow, ow. Okay, that's more mobs than I meant to aggro, but it's fine. We should be fine. Should be fine, right? Okay, that's a skeleton. Gotta be a little bit careful. It spawned a Geist, which thankfully just spawns flames, but fortunately I don't have a weapon anymore. So I'm gonna have to use my pickaxe, which at least does like 3 times what my fist would do, but you have to hit very slowly. Ow. And I broke my feet again. That's great. I'm so smart. But we did get level 23, which means we can get our next level of Iron Skin, which will help us take less damage. Just gotta worry about getting hit again, because our head is relatively low, and I think my helmet is taking substantial amounts of damage, so we gotta be very careful. But overall, not too shabby, not too difficult. It does look like there's a bunch of loot over here, which is great. Beautiful. Anything there? We've looted that already. Don't really have any kind of weapon or anything, so I think we're just gonna head back to our base. Break my feet a little bit on the way down, but it's fine. And I haven't marked my base, so we gotta go back, I guess, and try and figure out where we came from. Ah, yes, I love walking into an area and it says, giant letters above me, phosphorescent chupacabra. Not scary at all. Very, very nice and easy. You love to see just phosphorescent chupacabra up in the sky when you're just trying to get home back to your base because you finally found it because you pulled up the world map that wasn't working before because you had to fix it because keybinds were messed up. Because RLCraft can't even be, you can't have nice things, even when you add things to it, you just can't. Nice things don't get to happen. But it's all good. We're just going back to base. That's all that's gonna happen. And we're gonna pass a couple more days. Might come back to the battle tower just to get some more XP, level up a bit more, go a little more crazy, and then we'll be able to do some more shenaniganery, get even farther, hopefully, without exploding, because I'm trying to die as little as possible, and I might start adding a death counter, because I think we've died like 4 times, but who's counting, really? But it's fine, it's all good, it's not an issue. Anyway, we'll keep going. Let's see what happens.